Hello, hello. I am back. Hopefully, I'm back. Okay. Let's see something. Hello. Who's coming in? Hello, hello, hello. Hey, I'm not nice. Okay, hold up. Oh, wait a minute. KPR, how you doing? That's one. How y'all doing? Come on in, come on in. I'll give y'all a little bit of time. Am I stuck here? I'm kind of delayed. I don't know. I'm looking at two things, y'all. I'm trying to master my skills. I'm not. So, I'm going to pick back up where I had left off at earlier today with the Walkaholic Challenge. Again, once again, I know I had put on there that the Walkaholic Challenge was from August 1st to September 30th. That is not 90 days. It's October 30th, which is 90 days. Okay, so I was a little delusional there. All right. Um, Maybe if I put this right here, I'll be good. Hopefully. So, what I want to do is I'm gonna upload a video on the apps, how to snapshot your app in the 30-day. It does the weekly, and you could do it in the 30-day. So whichever one you want to snapshot, you can snapshot that, hold on to it, and keep it until you reach your 30 days at the end of the month, and then you send it to me, and then I take what you have and I put it in the on the tracking sheet and stuff. Who was it? I believe it was Shovel Gang 313 who said up the challenge. Okay, yeah, I gotta blame Shovel Gang for that one. So we're gonna make it a little interesting. Not only are we going to do the Walkaholic, but also included in the Walkaholic is who each 30 days, and I'm not going to have you do all of it because not everybody going to be able to do it all at one time. So we're going to take one at a time, and we're going to add in the butt. Yes. Did I say the butt? I said the butt. Mm-hmm. But you have to look at the chart on the increases of the butt. So whoever has the most butt tox exercise, yes, yeah, KPR, go ahead and laugh. Ha ha ha, that's funny. Yeah, I sure did. I sure did add that in there. Um, we're gonna add the butt challenge because that is Bam talking about work on her butt. Bam need to get out there and walk on her walk. Um, Addressing that, let me address that. Something very interesting that I have found, and I'm very inquisitive, and I like to do a lot of research, and I use a lot of filters. They say people who use a lot of filters are not educated, but I use a lot of filters because I like to pick the right words to say, and sometimes I have to think about it. So using a filler as a filler in, I'm going to use that. Plus, I'm from the South. There's no reason, but still, I'm a filter person, so I like to use a lot of fillers. Okay, back to what I was talking about. And you would notice, hey Chris, how you doing? And you would notice that most people from the South, especially Florida, most Floridians, they use a lot of filters, a lot of filters. I use that. Hey, half pint. Hey, love. So, let me share this interesting thought or this interesting tidbit to you all. Where did the goal 10,000 steps per day come from? When we do a Google search, hey, Chosen, how you doing? When we do a uh, uh a where did that step, when you do a Google search on that, what happens is it comes up and you have plenty that comes out that says 10,000 steps is actually the recommended step per day. That is a myth. That is something that, and I'm going to tell you, was created as a promotion for a pedometer company in Japan in 1960s. And by it being created in the by it being created in the for the pedometer, and the pedometer is another walking app that, hey, sassy lady Libra, thank y'all for coming. I really do thank y'all. So what happens is on the pedometer, and everybody's welcome over here on this platform, okay? That's just me. Everybody is welcome because I'm all positive. So please believe I am very positive over here. And I go and I support channels that does a lot of positive things. I get my blessings in the morning, and Chosen, I really want to thank you for that. You know, when you give those blessings in the morning, the prayers and stuff, that actually starts my day off right. And then I listen to my 5 songs, and then I start my day. I have an actual routine. But when I hear the prayer in the morning, that is something that, when I said, we all are not promised the next day, right? And just a little background on me. I I was raised by my grandparents, and my grandfather passed away while I was in Iraq. Well, not quite when I was in Iraq. He was holding on. And he held on until my plane landed in Germany. And from there, I went to KISS again to in process back in, go through my in processing. Hey, Danae, thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming over. Blessings to you. And I went over to do my in processing, my reverse SRP to get integrated back into the country coming from the desert. Right? But I had called home while I was in the desert, and that's when I found out that, I needed to hurry back home or go ahead and say my goodbyes in case I wasn't able to get back home. The one thing I had told him when I was on that phone was, when I was getting on the plane, when my plane was landing, and what had to take place, and I just need him to stay a little bit stronger and hold on. So, okay, so I don't know what it is. I hope my husband ain't missing it. So that actually happened for me. It really did. It happened for me. I was able to get home after going through the in processing of everything that I needed to do, and I actually got home. And once I got home, soon as I went to the hospital, hey, bam, baby, and you were supposed to call me. Really? You were supposed to call me, and you got on the road? So who talked you all the way home? But we'll talk about that after I get off alive. Because I'm going to call you, and I'm going to not be so nice to you. Sorry, nobody. So you just got on the road and you just drove with nobody talking to you? Mm. Okay. And that was the wrong answer. But I'm gonna call and I'm gonna talk to you, okay? And you talk to your dad, okay? How's your daddy doing? I hope your daddy doing okay. And my prayer's still going out for him. Um, I actually had made it home in time. As soon as my plane had landed, once my plane landed, I didn't get to say my goodbyes, but he did sit there and say, you know what, Chosen, Germany was nice. Me and my husband was there for 6 years. Oh my God, it was so nice. We actually, and I know I'm getting off the topic, we actually went to Paris, we went to Rome, we went to uh when we first went there, you have to get accustomed to speaking German. So you're like in this class for like, okay, so we're back. No, they don't. That's just a myth. I don't know who told you that. No, they don't. No, they don't. They actually really humble people. They're more humble than, and I know I keep buffering. I'm upstairs in the gym, and I usually sit out there on my back porch, which is my throne. Cause I like looking at the woods, and then I got this wabbit that I'm trying I need to get that wabbit. And so I sit out there, and hopefully that wabbit will come out so I can shoot that rabbit. Cause I really want to catch it, and I want to clean it, and I want to cook it. But no, I have to, and I want to catch that wabbit. So yeah, Czechoslovakia, you need a passport to get over there, to go across that border. And we went to Czech, and it's really nice because you actually get to see all the crystal being made right there. Saint Johnny Gill, the weapon to come right to. I'm gonna try it out. If it don't work, I'll tell you about it. But Wabbit ain't safe around you. No, the Wabbit is not safe around me. Believe that the Wabbit is not safe around me at all. Cause I'm gonna get that little thing, and it usually come out at night. It's a real big one. It's a jackrabbit, and I'm gonna get it. I'm definitely gonna get it. I think that thing is taunting me. I really want to say it's taunting me. So their crystal is really nice. They make you can see them hand make the crystal right there in front of you, or you can order it. I wanted to have a big huge chandelier made, but you know what, it would have been too much, and the shippers wouldn't have been able to ship it back over states because they don't like to handle those type of chandeliers. So I didn't get me a chandelier made. But back to the steps. On the steps was actually created in by the pedometer, which is actually a step app. And on the step app, that pedometer step app, it was made in. Is Nightbot timing somebody out again? Okay, I could time Nightbot out. You know you could time Nightbot out. What you say, half point? You caught that too? Caught what? Poor Web. I can't eat anything that shows up at home. I can eat rabbit, coon, deer, um, goat. Yeah, yeah. And hunting season getting ready to come around too. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there. Huh? So at the end of the day, that company created in 1960s, and it became popular as a adopted walk by many of the walk clubs that's out there. So that's where the 10,000 steps per day had came from. It's no actual such thing as 10,000 steps. Once the goal of 10,000 steps per day was established, researchers actually had played a catch up and found that it was a good indicator of getting somewhere near the recommended amount of physical activity during each day to reduce health risks. So you have to be able to reduce the health risks by doing some type of activity, whether you're walking or whether you're running, whether you're speed walking or whether you're on the elliptical or doing the bicycle or something. You have to do some type of activity every day. Men, not many. This classic gonna act like she ain't see that, but I ain't starting no. Huh? Bam, you lost me. Now, many activity monitors and pedometer apps use it as a standard goal. Now, that is when you research 10,000 goal steps, you will see that. You will see that on any give. Hey, Sandra, baby, how you doing? Yeah, rabbit and grits is real good. So that's where the 10,000 steps came from. But on another study found that women who increased their steps count on to nearly 10,000 steps a day reduces their blood pressure after 24 weeks. So I'm going to say again, if you suffer from blood pressure when you walk and you increase 10,000 steps or more as a woman, you actually reduces your blood pressure. And you know what, Sandra, I love you to death. You know I do. Another study of overweight women found that walking 10,000 steps a day improved their glucose level. So they have it. Diabetes. I have it. So I walk. I have to maintain activity every day. You know, when you have that, you have to maintain that activity on a daily basis. So walking 10,000 steps a day is not an official recommendation from the Center of Disease Control and Prevention. Instead, the agency recommends adults engage in 150 minutes of moderate exercise a week, such as brisk walking, to meet the CDC's recommendation. You need to walk about 7,000 to 8,000 steps a day. If you normally walk about 5,000 steps a day, getting an extra 30-minute brisk walk into your day would take you to about 8,000 steps. Okay. The average U.S. adult walks about 5,900 steps. Um, it depends. 10,000 steps, I know, is 7.8 miles. Yeah, 10,000 steps is 7.8 miles. So that goes to show you, if you're doing, 10,000 steps is 7.8 miles. And I didn't do my normal recommended that I normally did. I only did 12,102 steps today. So I did a little over 8 miles today. The Mayo Clinic recommends that people using pedometers first set short-term goals. I also have it in, I only did, it wasn't that much. So, you know, I got it there and I did, it wasn't that much. So if you're not used to walking, get out there and start. Maybe set how many steps you're going to do that day. What is the miles for beginners? You know what? I actually have that posted. I have that posted. And what I do is I make a little quick video and upload it. What is the miles for beginners? Did I bring a pen in here? What is the miles for beginners? Hey, Positive Movement. How you doing, sis? Black Bruce. Hey, bruh. How you doing, fam? So I would get that in that video, and I would tell you exactly what the miles is for beginners. But if you go back to the first video, I think I have it on there. You might can't see it real clear. So what I probably do is I will probably upload that more clearly by itself. So using a pedometer first to set short-term goals, such as taking an extra 1,000 steps daily for 1 week. So if you're not a walker, then what you need to do is you need to start out slow. Maybe 10,000 steps a week or 1,000 steps a week, or however you want to do it. Maybe you want to only walk a mile. Maybe you only want to walk 2 miles. Basically, you do what your body deems necessary to do. The apps that I know for Android is the Samsung Health. Unless you have a Fitbit watch, or like me, and I have a Samsung S Gear 3. Gear S3, or I said that backwards. I'll mess up some stuff in a minute. But I have that watch. But the Samsung Gear S3 is also, the Samsung Gear 3 is also a what's going on, what is the word I'm looking for? It is also a, connected to the Samsung Health. So both of them are together. My mom's physical therapist had her sitting in a chair and move her legs up and down. Yeah, sometimes you have to be able to do what you can when you can. And most physical therapists, they are really good when it comes to that type of activity, because they'll pretty much base that activity around maybe the limitations. They will base that activity around the limitations when it comes to physical therapists. My daughter wanted to be a physical therapist, but then she changed her major to criminal justice. And then build up a long-term goal such till you able to reach a 10,000 steps a day. So if you have to start at a very minimum step, then you can. Next thing I want to point out is, and it's all love over here, y'all. It really is. It's all love. Next thing I want to point out is sedentary lifestyle index. A sedentary lifestyle index is under 5,000 steps per day. And when you are under 5,000 steps per day, that is a real big indicator of being inactive and sitting too much, which raises a lot of health concerns, believe it or not. So if you're not active, you're not doing any type of activity, none of that, you do have a lot of health concerns, being that you're not active. You do have a lot of health concerns. I see I got 12 people watching, but only a few in the chat. Y'all more than welcome to come in the chat, all right? Low activity. Those are the people who have they active but very low activity. On that's 5,000 steps to 7,499 steps per day, which is a typical daily activity, including sports. You did about 3,000 steps a day. You lazy. So you fall into that sedentary lifestyle index. So is a daily activity excluding sports and exercise, and might be considered low active. The average American walks anywhere, between 5,900 6,000 steps per day, putting the majority in the low activity category. So you're active but not active. And then you have the somewhat active people. That's the 7,500 to, hey Jean Love, how you doing? That's the 7,000 to 9,999 steps per day, likely includes some exercise or walking, and or a job that requires more walking and might be considered somewhat active. So with there, you walking, that's great. Jean, Mother Spirits, how you doing? So you actually, on that, you're doing activity, you're walking, and you adding some type of activity in it. Nene, you say low activity sounds like you. When I retired, I'm gonna tell you, I was sedentary lifestyle index, and I enjoyed that for the first 6 months of my retirement. I say no, I'm not doing nothing. And then after that, I had to get up and I had to get hot. Then you have the active. 10,000 steps per day indicates the point that should be used to classify individuals as active. This makes it a good daily goal for healthy people who want a quick indicator they are I am doing yes I am mother spirits who want a quick indicator they are getting in their daily exercise. And then there's the highly active individuals who take more than 12,500 steps a day are likely to be classified as highly active. So if I go back, my steps said 12,102. I hit the highly active mark. And that is actually the breakdown on that. So classify yourself, put yourself in the classification and determine where you want to be at and build up from it. You know, if you are a sedentary in the category of sedentary lifestyle under 5,000, work up to the low active, and then continue to the somewhat active, the active, and the highly active. You just gotta build. But you can't. You know your body. I don't know your body. You know your own body. And that's the same way I was, Nene. When I retired, I was like, first 6 months, I'm not doing nothing. But then I had to get hot. I really did. So you have the pedo step that is also for iPhones. And then the Fitbit watch on those apps on that Fitbit that you can download the app if you have a Fitbit watch. All right. Working out is an incentive that you want to get fit and healthy. Hey, Chris, how you doing? If you don't want to get healthy, then you're not going to work out. If you want to get healthy, then you're going to work out. It's an incentive that you have within yourself. And when you have an incentive within yourself, then guess what? At the end of the day, you got to get out there and do what you got to do. And I'm serious. You're going to have to get out there and do what you got to do. Next, you can, hey, Daryl. Next, you can walk with whomever you want. If you are, you can walk with whoever you want. So if you need somebody to get out there and do whatever it is that you need to do to motivate you, do it. Get out there and do it. When I say get out there and do it, get out there and do it. But if that person is not a YouTuber, have not been around on YouTube, or in nobody, not a familiar person, they can't join. I told you earlier that I am faithful and loyal to those that's supporting it. So my daughter can't come and join this challenge. And then everybody out there working hard, extremely hard, extremely hard, extremely hard. And they're not, they up there, and then here it is, my daughter come in. Nobody knows who she is. And once she submit, bam, she done won. Next thing you know, okay. And the next thing you know, people's like, well, who is that? No, I don't work that way. So it has to be somebody that we all know, all right, who's been around, and that's how I want to do it. I want to keep it fair and square. I'm sorry, but I believe in that. And my method, you can't find me. What is your messenger? Okay, you're not. You having a conversation in the chat, and you can. And I'm gonna say this. And the reason I'm gonna say this, the reason I'm the way I am on that is because in the military, when we did our PT test, we did our push-ups and our sit-ups. We had our graders. You had people standing right there making sure you hitting that plane like you're supposed to, breaking that plane on your push-ups and stuff and everything. And you had the people sitting right there looking, making sure when you did your sit-ups, your butt wasn't rising off that ground. So when the 2 mile run come, you had people posted at different areas to make sure you wasn't cheating on that PT test, on that 2 mile run, that you didn't go a little bit and then turn around and come back in just so you can actually get a high PT score. That's the same way I look at this. And that's why I say if they're not known, then no, we can't. They could help you. They could motivate you. They could be there for you. They just can't be a part of it until they actually come and meet everybody and intermingle and be around and all that stuff. Not just intermingle one day and then you don't see them no more and none of that. No, we can't do that. I want to be fair to the people that is actually supporting me, that I have seen around on YouTube, that I know is on YouTube. Now, when it comes to the challenge, adding on to the challenge, the buttocks, I say I'm gonna explain that buttocks is as many of the butt challenge squats. It's called the butt squat that you can do within 90 days. Okay. Same thing with the step. You're just adding the butt into the walk challenge too. So now you got the walk challenge and the step challenge. So whoever has the most walking and butt challenge is with the, who has the most walking along with butt, both of them go together. That's how we do it. See, they said incorporate something to make it more challenging, so I did. So you got the butt challenge. We're going to start that butt challenge out with that this month. Next month it will be the yes, we are. Everybody is having a positive day, and I pray everybody is having a positive day. Tony, little brother, how you doing? I'm going to, so this month we got the butt squat. Next month, the next challenge is going to be the crunches. So however many crunches they do along with that walk, you have to try to get as many in for that 30 days. And then the last month is the plank. I put that last because now you have built up. And it goes back to that 2190. When I say that 2190, it takes 21 days to create a habit. And it's 90 days to create a lifestyle. So if you did 21 days of just sitting around doing nothing, you created a bad habit. Which means now you have gone into 90 days of sitting on your buttocks doing nothing. So now that has become a lifestyle. If we get into the walking and you do the butt challenge, you're working yourself out for the first 30 days. And then you got the walking with the crunches. You can start whenever you want to, bam. And then you have the walking with the plank. Whoever has the most at the end of September 30th. And I feel like I'm talking loud. Do I sound loud to y'all on the other end? I think I sound loud. I need to use my inside house voice. So my body's sore. I went to the gym yesterday. Yeah. So whoever has the most at the end of September 30th, that's how you judge it. So that challenges you to push your body. So the question is, what if I had the most on the squats for this month and somebody else had the most on the crunches for next month and somebody else had the most on the plank for the following month? How is that? What I do is every month I will post where everybody at. And that give you incentive to get out there and push your body even more. So you know where everybody is at, and you will get out there and push, because when you go on those fit challenges on those apps, whatever whatever app that's compatible with you, because not everybody has. I I have like 3 apps that I use. I don't know why, but I use my Fitbit watch that has the app on the phone. I use my Samsung Gear that syncs to the Samsung Health app that's on my phone, and I have the Pedo app on my phone. So I have 3. So whichever app that's able to record your steps accurately, that's the app that you need. Okay, now when we're talking about those apps, when you're going into those apps you can't, when you saying your app pause, you physically have to go in and pause that yourself, because it'll sit there and say stop, pause. You don't want to pause that. You want to keep that going continuously. Like when I get up in the morning and I grab my phone, guess what? The apps on my phone is recording my steps if I don't have my watch on. So it works like that. Then the next thing I want to cover is, I had another piece of paper. I thought I did. Maybe I don't. Maybe I do. Or did I flip it over? Oh, I was brilliant. I flipped it over. So all I'm asking is, when we're doing the steps and stuff and everything, you have your friend or whatever that's walking with you, please, whatever you do, please, 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 do not have your friend, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your auntie, niece, nephew, none of them emailing me asking to be part of it if they're not on their YouTube. Because I want to be fair to everybody that's on here. Because many of y'all do or can go live, and many of y'all don't have a problem, with doing it. I just don't want anyone coming in that we don't know, that has not been on YouTube, don't have a YouTube channel, and then all of a sudden they're emailing me, wanting to be a part of it, or emailing me their scores, because that wouldn't be fair to you all, especially if we don't know them, and it could be somebody's relative or something like that. Wow, you got me with the oldest one. What you mean, the oldest? Oh, talking about when I sat there and say, so don't have your friend, sister, brother, cousin, niece, nephew, auntie, mother. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of flowed together. Asking to be a part of sending the challenges. Okay, I got past that. Then please do not take this. One thing I want y'all to know is, I one thing I want y'all to know is, please don't take what I'm saying being rude, negative, or positive, or rude, negative, or any other way you want to interpret it. All right, that's just the rules of the challenge. I want to be fair across the board, all the way around across the board. That's just me. I want to be fair all the way across the board. Then, okay, like I said, the challenge is for 90 days, August 1st through September 30th. Please email me your walking results at the end of each month, of every month, until 11:59 on. Thank you, Chosen. Thank you so much. At 11:59 on October 30th. So the challenge is from, for some odd reason, am I still saying September? Okay, y'all know the challenge is August 1st through October 30th. So if I'm saying September, y'all know it's really October. Let's just play. Yeah, I already put that out there. I already talked about that. If you don't have any more questions, or if you have any more questions, my email will be in the description. You're more than welcome to email me. All right. I know we do have some people who like to go live on their walking and stuff and everything, and that's fine because I'll do it in a minute. But we are all here to help motivate each other. At the end of the day, it's about being physically fit because you don't know who or what type of health. Nightbot, let's shoot the 5 right now. And so next thing you know is when we have I lost my train of thought. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Mo Valley asked me to give him my songs for tomorrow. And I am going to tell you why these are my triumph songs. Okay? Hopefully I was able to cover everything in the challenge. And if I wasn't, just email me. I know I lose that's why I have to write things down. I have to actually write my bullets down in order because I lose it in a minute, especially if I'm distracted. So he had asked me for 4 songs. These songs are my triumph songs. And the reason why these are my triumph songs is because a person, like I said, they're never promised. Never, ever, ever, ever promised. When I say a person is never promised tomorrow, they're not promised the next hour. They're not promised the next second. They're not promised the next minute. And you don't know who you may need to actually be there for you. That's why you should never you should never ever, what is the word I'm actually looking for? Mix your feelings with your emotions. And I mean never. Because you never know what the next person or someone you just talked to yesterday or someone you just talked to last night is not here no more. Okay? That's why a lot of people, it's time to look past everything. Never burn your bridges. And you might have to cross back over. Exactly, Tony. Never burn your bridges. I said bridges. Bridges. So my bridges and bridges might sound the same. I'm country. I have a country accent. But I'm not from the country. I'm actually from a city. Don't know how I ended up with it. Well, yeah, I do. I was raised around my country folks. Here, my story behind these songs is for a very long time. I've been running from my purpose in life. Hey, Brooklyn sister, how you doing? I've been my story behind the songs that I'm going to mention is for a very long time I've been running from my purpose in life. We all have a purpose, and sometimes we really don't understand our purpose or what our purpose is or why we even put here on this earth. We don't know. We just know we here. But everybody here has a purpose. If you're living and breathing on this earth, you have a purpose. Sometimes you got to find your purpose. And I tell anybody that. I knew mine back in 1997 what my purpose was. I ran from it. And that was a very long time for me to be running. And sometimes I still be running until I just say enough is enough. But I do know I don't run as much as I used to. When I realized I couldn't run no more or was tired of running, I felt defeated, and my triumph song I wanted y'all to hear it. Give me a minute. What that thing do? My husband got this house so cold. Why are we not connected? Can we get connected? Give me a minute, y'all. Come on. My thing just, it don't want to do right. Why did you turn off? Okay, so the white flag is raised. I decided on your will, 'cause I tried to follow where you lead. Okay, so can y'all hear that? Okay, that's my first triumph song. That triumph song is I Surrender by Coco. I surrendered from all the running I was doing and finally said enough was enough. When I did that, things began to work for me that I was too blind to see was working all along. That's why that is my triumph song, because I surrendered from running. And many of you need to learn when to surrender from running. Some might take longer than others, but sometimes you have to surrender from running. Just give it all over. Believe it or not, you'll find out it works. Things work a lot. Hey, Logic, how you doing? Can I crone? What is crone? Logic, what are you talking about? Can I crone? Can I crawl instead of walk? No, Logic, but your challenge is you can stop smoking for 90 days. And I love you to death. My next triumph song I'm gonna tell you, that song get to me every time I listen to it. I won't complain. Made me realize, looking back, no matter how big or small my blessings was, I had to always stay humble and not complain. So that is why I live my life humbly. I live and travel humbly because I refuse to complain. No, we're not in church. This is my songs. Mo Valley wants to hear my songs. And I told Mo Valley that I had quite a few songs because I actually, these songs depict what I went through and why these songs are my songs that I listen to every day. Every morning I get up, that my alarm goes off, these songs play. These are my inspiration songs. These are my triumph songs. My next song, when I understand.
Trust my plan.
And I love it.
And yes, I understand.
That song solidified me that no matter what I had to endure, my God would never place no more on me than I could bear. What didn't kill me only made me stronger. And I'm going to tell you, it made me stronger. Today, tomorrow, next year, I understand my purpose and what my path is. And no matter the hindrances and falters, I will continue to stay that path. And we all fall and we all falter, but we all have a path that we got to follow. No matter what your destiny is, or wherever you think you're going to go, you are here. You are actually here for a reason. And everybody has a path that they have to follow. My next song, y'all heard it a little bit earlier. Some of y'all did. But this, Luther Barnes. They say I wouldn't make it. They said I wouldn't be here today.
They said I never amount to anything.
Hey, Faith Robinson. Hey, everybody coming in. Okay, the reason that that's my other triumph song is that has been a very big impact in my life. Still holding on because I had some terrible roads. I had some terrible roadblocks to keep me from getting to where I am today. And believe it or not, I did. It didn't come easy. Nothing was handed on a silver platter to me. And although I do have what I have, I had to wait to get that. So I had to work hard to get that and to get this. Family, friends, and foe, they all played and still playing an influential part on why I am still holding on. And you can believe that. If you're going through something, have gone through something, or trying to get somewhere, you're not going to get there alone. And if you got people holding you back, I'm going to tell you just like this. If you got people holding you back, I promise you, I promise you, I promise you on everything I love, you're not going to get where you got to go. You got to learn to let them go. My next and last triumph song, and these are some, I play these songs when my alarm, like I said, when my alarm go off. Yeah, it is a powerful song.
Thought I lived beyond my past.
Although I had to go through some trials and tribulations, I am glad I am here in this place. And y'all should be thankful that you're in the place that you're in. And if you need to get in a better place, you need to fix what it is you're doing to get there. If it was not for all this, I would not have crossed paths with my king. And my king is the man upstairs who guided me and took me to meet a wonderful, loving, compassionate, my world, my king, my husband, my backbone. He protects, he loves, and he stimulates me, my mind, my body, and my soul to continue to push forward with what my destiny is. And I owe it all to the man upstairs. So with that, Mo Valley, you now have my songs. And you now have the reason why they are my songs. Everybody go through something. Everybody got their own songs. Everybody got their own way of dealing with it. Like I said there and say, it has not, and I have not made it a secret to anyone. And I don't keep it a secret to anyone. I was born and raised by my grandparents. My grandfather, rest his soul, was a pastor. My aunties are ministers and evangelists. I grew up in the church. When I wasn't in one church with my granddad, I was over here in church with my auntie Nell. If I wasn't in church with my auntie Nell, I was over here in church with my auntie Sybil Lee. If I wasn't in church with her, I was over there with my auntie Janelle. I'm going to tell you, I stayed in church. I had a family growth and belief growing up that I didn't start wearing pants until I was 16. Because back then, it was not right for women to wear pants. And I mean, when you grow up in Christian churches and stuff and everything, I grew up in the Church of God in Christ. We didn't wear pants. I didn't wear them until I was 16. I love PE, and it's kind of funny. I love PE, but I never passed PE. I just dressed out so I could get to wear the shorts. And although my grandparents and them didn't allow me to wear the school uniform PE clothes because, well, I wore the shirts. They just didn't allow me to wear the shorts because they went and got the other shorts. The shorts had to come down to my knees, and those shorts didn't come down to my knees. We didn't wear makeup. So that's why I'm not a big advocate of makeup. A lot of things that I was able to do, I started doing at 16. Got a tattoo at 16. cut my hair when I was 16, got second ear piercings, did all that. My Cause I had, you got that Annie that everybody want to go to, that everybody that does the parties. I got that Annie that stayed up in the house with us, and she did that. So I don't let it be. I've never let it be known that I will always, no matter what I do, I'ma always be and give credit to God, the man upstairs. And some days I might just want to have a peaceful moment of just going live and listening to gospel music. Some days I might just have want to do this, or go over here and listen to some Luther Vandross and stuff and everything. So I tell everybody, please don't get it twisted, because I was raised and born in the church. I go to church, but I go to church, but I not, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, she's a church person. No, that's not it. Because then I'll be calling myself a hypocrite. But I do go to church. I might not go all the time, but I do go. And on the days I can't catch church, Crescent Moon sent me a link to the it's a church service that's on YouTube. He sent me that link. And I'm gonna tell you, I sit there and I catch that when they go live. All, and they sing, and they singing. They have words, give the word and all that stuff. I catch that, and I sit there and I tell anybody, Chosen does that prayer in the morning. I listen to that. I listen to that prayer, because you got to have that prayer all the time. You pray when you go to bed. At least I hope y'all do. I know I do. I know my grandkids do. I know my husband do. I know my children do. Because that's how I raised them. And even if it's just a simple prayer, you still not promised to wake up. So sometimes you have to know what it is you're doing when you're doing it. I'm just that type of person. I just believe in being around, supporting, meeting, and talking and listening to a lot of people. That's just me. I don't want to be that person like we had when we had to bury a soldier and he had nobody. And I mean nobody there. Not a family member, not nobody. That's a sad way to go. And I'm not saying you got to be liked or anything, but that's a sad way to go. That is very a sad way to go. So either he stayed secluded to himself, or something else. That's just me. But Mo Valley, now you got my songs. And you know the reason why those are my songs. And I couldn't just say, when you asked for a song, I told you, oh, I got a song. I got songs. So I couldn't give you just one. I had to give you the story to my songs. I wasn't supposed to come on this live this long. Cause ain't no telling. My husband was supposed to came and got me, because we supposed to been taking care of some other stuff. But then we just got started and stuff and everything. But other than that, we got the challenge out the way. We got my songs out the way. Now let's get some talk out the way. What are y'all up to? What have y'all been up to? What are y'all doing? How was y'all day? Yes, we are, Tony. We are all blessed in many ways. We sure are. We are all blessed in many ways. You can believe that. I can't believe I actually sat here and wrote out everything. See, that's what I do when I wanna when I know I have to talk or do something. I actually write my stuff out. I have to type it up, print it out, and or if I'm out and about and it come to me, I pull my little phone out, and as soon as I pull my phone out, I'll sit there and I will type that little thing in and save it. And then after that, I said, okay, then I email it to myself. And once I get home, I print it out and I tack it to the wall. Okay. Yep. Nope. Got to speak about that. Yep. Nope. Got to speak about that. And I do that all the time. I don't know. I guess that's just something I have been doing since the military, just writing it out. Because when you're doing a lot or you got a lot of multitasking to do, sometimes you'll forget what it is that you want to talk about and stuff. Did you say you have a spreadsheet for us to keep the miles on? If you need me to email the spreadsheet out to you all, I can. I can email the spreadsheet out to you all, PDF it to you all so you can see. Um, but on your miles, how you validate your miles, I'm going to do a video and show you. Well, I'm gonna upload showing you where you need to go on your, depending on what app you have, and you do a snapshot picture with your phone, like capture it, and then you'll save it, and then you'll email it. That way I can actually see you have walked those miles. Because what we don't want is somebody, if I send a spreadsheet, that person send me that spreadsheet back that they walked 20,000 miles and ain't got up off the couch, or they walked 7,000 miles and they only did 1,500. So that's why I say, when you snapshot your little picture and stuff and everything, you send it to me. Once you send it to me, I put it on the spreadsheet at the end of the month. I PDF the spreadsheet out to everybody so that everybody can actually see they where they at in the rankings and stuff and everything. So you got to push yourself. I am thankful for the blessings I recognize and don't recognize tonight. I'm especially thankful for your words and selflessness classic on the date. Uh, really? Okay. Oh, selflessness, Miss Clay. On that note, I will say good night to the chat, to you in the chat. Good night, Sandra. Thank you for coming. And I am not going to stay on here that much longer because I'm actually get off, and I am actually going to go down here and see what my husband was doing, because he was supposed to came and got me because we were supposed to make some phone calls, and he didn't do that. I'm about to eat, relax, and see what the YouTube neighbors looking like. Good night. I know, Tony, don't eat too much. Don't eat too much. As a matter of fact, you know what? I haven't eaten nothing today. That's kind of bad. But I guarantee you, as soon as I walk downstairs, my husband gonna ask me, "Hey, babe, what did you eat today?" And I'm gonna sit there and look at him like I always do, dumbfounded, and say, and he gonna know the answer. Yeah, he gonna already know the answer. So I don't even know why he even wastes his time asking me. But other than that, I want y'all to have a really humbling, blessed night. For real. I want y'all to get yourself together. At the end of the day, can't nobody be responsible for your actions or what you say or do but you. At the end of the day, nobody can be held accountable for what you say and do but you. And on that note, I want to say I love you all for coming in, for listening to my live and stuff and everything. I will see y'all tomorrow when I go live with my walk. But I will hit some spots where the internet might go out. That's why I like to do my walk first and then go live. But tomorrow I probably I will go live after I finish my walk, because around that area over there it is some really really bad spots and the internet keeps going out, and I'll be talking and talking, don't even know the internet done went out. And then when I reconnect, I probably been Ain't no telling where y'all I had done lost y'all at. So it's no sense in me doing that. That's why I always do it after I finish my walk. But y'all have a blessed one. Really have a blessed one. And stuff and everything. And I'm about to go down here and have a glass of wine with my husband. Who he don't drink wine though. He drank that nasty dog water. Thank you, Miss Classy, for the wonderful evening. Love you. I love you, Mother Spirit's heart. Half Pint, love you. Good night. Tony, love you. Good night. Bam, love you. Good night. Logic, love you. Good night. Who else was in here? Sandra, Chosen. I'm skinny fat guy. I would eat a lot. You a skinny fat guy? You a skinny fat guy? I like how you worded that. A skinny fat guy. Really? Yeah, you are a skinny fat guy. Let me go back. Go back down. KPR, Faith Robinson. Um, who else? Who else was in here? Brooklyn. Who else? I already called Logic. I'm missing somebody. No, I'm missing somebody. Wait a minute. I am missing somebody. I got Sandra. Half Pint. I think I have already. I'm calling your name twice. Half Pint. I think I really am. Oh my God! It won't even let me. Do I got it on the right one? Top chat. Let me see. I'm, I'm missing a lot of people, and I can't even scroll back up. This thing won't even allow me to scroll back up. Um, Positive. I'm going off of names now. Who else? Positive was in here. Put it like this: the G2G and they NLB Universal family over there. Thank y'all so much. Really, I thank y'all. Love y'all to death.